Hey, what's up, everybody? So here we have a Magda Pro from Okuma reel. This one happens to be the 30D. I have a bunch of them. I got turned on to these reels from one of my fishing buddies, and he has a bunch of them as well. They work fantastic. They're workhorses. They're great for dialing in when you're trolling, getting out a certain number of feet, and being repeatable. And that's really what it's all about for me. Trying to work on your strategy and figure out what works, what depths, what doesn't. Um, the problem becomes with these reels is, the line counter winds up sticking over time. So I looked for videos out there. I didn't really see any out there. I've seen videos out there about how to clean these and maintain them, but that's not what this is about. This is really about the common problem of these not resetting. So this particular one over here, I want to performing this task on, and it works great. So as you can see, I reset, it pops right back up. This one over here, as you can see, the problem is that button does not pop back up. So right now, I depressed it, and it sticks in. And the problem that creates is, you're on the side of a boat or the back of the boat and you're paying line out. You hit that button. You're trying to let it out to like 250 feet or 150 feet or whatever you're trying to go to. And then you look down at the reel and it's at zero. And that's because that button's stuck in there. And what happens is, when you push this button in, let me see if I can get this on the camera. When you push the button in, it lifts up on all these little rollers right here. And what I found, and I've tried it, I've looked for contamination in there and that type of stuff when I took these apart, and I lubed them up. I've tried everything from regular reel oil to grease, and it doesn't really seem to solve the problem. So what I found that works is, nah, just a joke. It has nothing to do with the vodka. I'm just trying to hold the camera here. So what I found the issue is if you take the button off. So when you take your reel apart, this button right here, which is the resetting button, you can just pull it straight up and out. And what I found the issue is right here. This little slit. So the way this thing works is you have a little bit of a cam right here on this guy, right here, and it slides down and it lifts up on these back gears, and it resets everything just like this. So it lifts up on it, and there's a little spring right here. That brass is actually a spring. It's just a wave spring, so you can't really do much there to increase it. It's not a torsion spring or a compression spring. But what I found is the machining on these things, these are just blow molded pieces. And I guess over time, what may happen is this gap closes up a little bit. So the solution is actually pretty simple. Go to Harbor Freight or your store of choice and pick yourself up a needle file set. And what you got to do is get yourself a smooth file. This is more about polishing than it is removing material. So what you're going to do is just kind of deburr this. And what I'm doing is I'm pushing it in and I'm pulling back. And I'm putting pressure on it as I'm pulling back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just round these edges off just a tad so that they're polished. And it maintains that gap from top to bottom. Because what I suspect is over time, whether it's the oil that they utilize attacks the plastic, maybe it's the sun, maybe it's the salt water, I don't know. But what I find is that once you make this polished, it makes it work a ton better. And you don't even need any lube once you put this thing back together. I mean, it just makes it so reactive. So that's what I found, everybody. I hope this video helps you out. Like I said, I searched for videos out there. It's really not about trying to get this thing to be maintained. There are other videos out there for it, but this thing just kind of drove me crazy out there. Well, that and kids breaking my star drags. I had to buy more of those. But happy fishing, everybody. Tight lines. Good luck.